Hi everyone, it's the 17th of July. Now the correction starts a little bit. You can see we topped at the golden resistance right there, but it's not only that. This green internal resistance couldn't be broken. That's what I've been showing since we break that purple resistance. I said we're going to get to that green internal resistance and then we'll see whether it can break it and get us all the way to the green top band, which is above 6,000. But so far, there is no action to suggest that, but the red bottom band is coming our way now. And this red channel, we can see here, the red bottom band, the red internal support right there. So the red bottom band may provide a strong support together with the golden. So if it touches the golden, and there is also the red bottom band is below the golden. So we may see a touch on the golden bottom band, bounce, touch the golden and red one more time, and then rally to break that golden resistance. So the golden bottom band is going to be, if it gets to that level today, it's going to be 5640, 5635. That's the kind of the range where I would expect a bounce. SPX cash is the same story. The red channel is coming our way. Is it going to touch the red? And this, I'm going to put this instead of golden, I'm going to put this in blue because slightly different slope. So the blue plus red, I mean, they may still hold and we may still rally. As long as this red channel holds, there is still the uptrend that is intact. Obviously, this navy blue resistance was broken and back tested, so I don't expect this diagonal support. So the blue, the navy blue, the red, those are the levels where we should watch, and that level is 55.90, 55.95 on that SPX cash. So obviously the red bottom band as well. So there's a cluster of supports coming our way after, following this pullback. And Dow Jones made an incredible run, and we closed the long yesterday, very close to the top. And the reason why I closed the long was this golden top band was getting tested. It actually damaged that golden top band, which is obviously very bullish. I mean, it tried to break that. The golden bottom band, the golden top band, that has been my target. And we closed the long. Actually, this is the continuous futures chart. Obviously, we bought the cash Dow Jones at the break of that red, and that's why I closed it at the high of very close to the heights. We closed it at 40,800, a bit early. It almost touched 41, so I left some money on the table, but you can never get the very highs, can you? So I think we have this golden line that is the top band. The golden bottom band is way down, so we may come down now to erase these gains. I don't think it's going to be erased that quickly. This is a major push after breaking this purple resistance. That's what I've been saying. Once we break this purple, we're going to get to 41, and then ultimately that red top band at 42,500, depending on how it gets there. NASDAQ is also pulling back, as you can see here, the red bottom band. So I'm going to now switch to the, it's on the 4-hourly chart. Okay, the purple resistance was broken. This is the continuous futures chart. Okay, and the red top band, the red bottom band is coming our way. And is it going to form a bull flag? Okay, so let's put this into perspective, right? And the perspective of a bull flag, the golden plus red, that level around golden bottom band is going to be around 20,050. Okay, so I may argue that the top band is this, right? That one. So it would be really coinciding with the red bottom band. That golden bottom band together with the red If it gets there today, is going to be 20,050, 20,025. Somewhere there, I think NASDAQ is going to bounce. And this is, again, futures chart. This is the futures continuous. And if we look at the cash, the golden channel, which I had mentioned, the bounce, it rallied 300-400 points. Now the golden channel is broken, which suggests that we are starting a pullback. Obviously, that blue broken resistance is going to be back tested maybe, and it will hold. Maybe it will hold. And if it does hold, obviously, it's going to start to run again. So I'm going to now switch to that red. This didn't hold. And finally, let's put it this way. If it wants to run, right? If it wants to keep on running, so that's the red top band, right? That's very clear top band, very clear bottom band. Oh, look at this beauty. Okay, so even if it comes down below that blue support, the red one is also going to be another major support so that we can bounce and get to 21,000. We had broken the blue, broken the purple, but it's pulling back now. So is it going to come down to the blue and red and then rally? We don't know that yet. That's what I would be watching. And I would be also watching for a potential bull flag. Let's put this in purple color, okay? Just to make the distinction, right? Again, this is educational. So that purple bottom band is coming closer with the blue or navy blue, yeah? And the level of that purple bottom band would be 19,800, 19,850. That's the kind of level. So today it seems to be a red day, and I think we are going to see a little bit more downside, and then we go up again. Russell, after breaking that red and the blue giant resistance, so this is out in the clear. You can see this is the blue resistance that is broken to the upside with sheer force. And is it going to come down to erase that? No, I don't think so. It's too late for that. If it had reversed at the blue, came back down, and then broken, yes. But the damage is done on that blue major resistance with some news action from inflation data. The ultimate target is, okay, there are two targets, of course. That blue top band may hold if it gets there. The target is 2,450. But if it wants to get to that green top band, that's also okay. FTSE is now at the blue bottom band together with the purple. It really has to bounce here and run and break out of the purple triangle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, or even 4 touches. So this triangle is very, very precise. And the blue bottom band is getting tested here. So if it wants to run, this is exactly where it has to bounce and run. And DAX had just broken the red channel, but it's kind of trying to stay inside the red. This morning, there was a break to the downside, but is it going to really break it for good? And, oh, that is, okay, maybe. Like it may form this purple bull flag, came very close to its bottom band. So is it going to come down to the purple and golden and then rally? But the fact that this red channel is broken is obviously not good. It's trying to step back inside it, but is it going to be able to? So there is some supports that were broken here. So I'm going to put this a little bit into this perspective, right? There is also, right, there was this kind of support that was broken. I'm going to put this in blue color. So that blue broken support may hold together with the red and drive it down all the way to 18,300. And of course, this blue potential uptrend is still possible. If DAX wants to touch that blue bottom band, that's also possible. And then maybe rally off that level. We will have to wait and see, but DAX is kind of bearish today. just like NASDAQ and ES. I think slightly downside after breaking this red and then maybe touch this golden broken support, resistance together with the purple and then rally, or come all the way down to that blue bottom band, which is going to be around 18,000. The French index couldn't break that purple resistance. One, two, three, four, five touches on that purple resistance. It is now coming closer to that red bottom band. If it does break, then I think on the daily chart, the blue bottom band is going to be around where 7,425. TLT is now breaking this blue resistance. This is an extremely important break. And I've been calling for this break for some time. The golden bull flag was broken. The red support held. That's where it bounced. Now this blue resistance is breaking out. And ZN had already broken that purple resistance. We'll see whether that golden top band holds or not. This is oil. Oil came down to this golden support zone. It touched that black bottom, almost touched that black bottom band. I thought it will test it and then bounce. Came very close to it, only a few ticks, right? Sometimes you just have to, a little bit more flexible. But in this case, fell short a few ticks, but it also bounced off this golden support. I was hoping that it would bounce a little bit, come back down to that black plus green, and then rally. But it just blew that chance at the moment, that double support chance. Is it going to be breaking these levels then? If it does break, the level would be 79.60 or so. If it drops below 79.60, it's going to look very, very bearish. Brent oil had already broken the black and golden support. So that's why I'm still bearish on oil. This is looking very bearish because of that black and golden supports. Natural gas had, so let me put this on the daily chart, right? The green top band held and the red, let's put this in purple. It's not really bouncing actually. It didn't hold as support so far. So I think we can remove that, okay? Ultimately, I'm still thinking by October, we're going to come to that green, like over the next few weeks, months, we're going to come down to that green plus red at 121, 26, 128 or something, and then we rally big time. Gold, so I'm going to put this very, very carefully drawn chart, okay? So the previous chart had the bottom band here. So the slope was a little bit slower, like flatter, and this spike was outside. So I think this makes perfect sense now. That golden top band, first, second, and yesterday's high was the perfect touch on that golden top band. And you can see the golden bottom band. That's 2 touches on the golden top band, 3 touches on the top, 2 touches on the bottom. Is it going to come down back to the golden bottom band? That's the big question. I think unlikely, but it is very possible. But you can see today is slightly red, and we'll see whether it will do that or not. Silver tried to break that purple. This was the fake because of the news. Yesterday's high tried to break that purple resistance and failed so far. I'm going to talk about gold futures chart as well. This is continuous futures, first, second touch on the top, first, second touch. So 2 touches on both sides. This golden sideways channel is still on, and its top band has caused it to stall. Is it going to come down to this green, bounce and break, or is it going to come down and break, or is it going to break for good without coming down to the green? Very, very critical action. And as I always say, we have to follow the price. If the price goes above yesterday's high, and on the futures it is 24.90, that would become a major break. And similarly on the spot chart is the same story. three touches on that golden top band. If it goes beyond 24.83, 84, that is going to become another giant breakout. Okay, but maybe it wants to cool off a little bit before that kind of breakout. Let's have a look at silver's futures continuous. It is just playing around really. It's not really nice to see that, because this golden bear flag, right? This one was broken to the upside, but now it's broken back in. That is nasty, some nasty action. Quite frankly, if this golden support breaks, that is 30.70, $30.70. That would look very bearish all of a sudden again, and maybe it will want to backtest this green at 29. So just watch out very carefully. And silver, as I said, it could come down all the way to this green bottom band, and maybe even break it to come down further. So this could turn into a bear flag, this green one. Just we have to be watching it carefully. Platinum, on the other hand, is much more stronger than the other two, and the reason is that purple bottom band. Golden one was broken, but the purple bottom band, even with the damage, it managed to hold and it rallied. Now, this golden top band is broken and backtested, so platinum looks slightly more positive than the other two brothers. Now, again, platinum continuous chart, the golden bottom band. This here is a break, and it's probably going to take us to that purple top band. I'm not saying probably, I'm just saying it can, because, you know, it's been tough on the platinum side of things. And maybe we'll see the blue resistance that is going to keep it off and come down. Hard to be very, very definitive or certain about things. Now, this is copper, and the gold, so the blue bull flag is still forming. But of course, if it breaks that blue bottom band, it's going to sink hard. This green broken channels backtest delivered the reversal, and so far it's coming down one more time. So that has been quite definitive. This green channels broken backtest. It still hasn't really done anything positive after the break of that green channel. Right, let's have a look at euro. Now, this is a giant breakout, guys. First, second, third, and this is a massive breakout. They're after the red bull flag, yeah, and it is now breaking this green resistance. That is going to take us to 112, 113, 115. And if we look at the more longer term chart, right, I'm going to now switch this one. Okay, this is a very big one, all right? Yeah, and this here, it's not a very nicely done channel, I must admit. Yeah, it's not very precise, is it? So because there's too many spikes, but the fact that it has now broken the green, it will probably come up all the way to the purple top band. So the target is minimum 113. And pound sterling, same story. You can see that golden resistance initially held a little bit, but now it's breaking, and it actually, like, this is the high of 2007, right? This is now breaking after the break of this blue resistance. So everything points at lower prices. Lower for US dollar, Japanese yen, even this one. I thought it is going to retrace this lost ground and then come down to break that golden, but it actually did it overnight and this morning. This golden channel is certainly broken now. Where do we go from here? It's a hard one. It's a difficult one. Is it going to come all the way to this blue resistance and then bounce at 152? Or is it going to come down a little bit and then maybe just recover all the way here and then come down? So we just have to watch the price action. Okay, so it could actually touch the black bottom band before it rallies again. So yeah, just got to be watching this carefully. DXY is coming down. There's red, and the red bottom band is going to become maybe another major potential support. Aussie, as I said in yesterday's video, the golden bottom band is the next potential support. First, second, two touches on the bottom band, and I said if it comes here, I'm expecting a bounce. That's exactly where it bounced from. Exactly. Look at this beauty at 61.15. And even on Twitter, I put it as a buy signal. And I think this golden channel is going to take us to that blue. Obviously, if this golden support breaks, that is not going to look good. But I think it still looks good because of the red giant bull flag that has been broken. And Kiwi is inside the red bull flag, but it's also under this golden resistance. Anything to break that is going to look very bullish for Kiwi. And US dollar CAD golden bull flag still on, and the blue support still haven't been breached. None of them has been breached. Okay, now let's have a look at coffee. It's not really coming down so far, but I think ultimately it is going to touch the black support and maybe come down to fill the gap. Gaps are unimportant. They are not really important, especially for commodities. They may go the other way without filling the gaps for a very long time. So the gaps really, it's not like indices or forex. Okay, the gaps may stay unfilled for a very long time on agriculturals, and you can see coffee it has to break the previous highs to break this purple resistance, and the level would be 255. Wheat is kind of, it's off, came to the golden purple support. It is now bouncing off the green plus purple. It's slightly damaging the purple, of course, but it's 538. And if you look at the wheat September contract, it has bounced off the blue. I mean, even though it kind of broke it to the downside slightly, I don't think we are out of the woods yet. This could go on and on all the way to sub 500 unless it runs and breaks the red top band. At the moment, no. And soybeans, red bottom band, which I mentioned yesterday or the day before yesterday, it held. Now, is it going to rally and then come down one more time from that purple broken support? But either way, this red bottom band is holding at the moment. And soybeans September contract, I'm not sure about this one because initially this is the break of the blue channel, but it has managed to break back in. So that looks kind of bullish, which is why I put the blue bottom band here now, and we're going to see whether it will reverse at that blue top band. So just got to watch very carefully. Corn is coming closer to that green bottom band first, second, and it may come down to that green and then rally. Yeah, this green channel is running things now. It's a huge downtrend, and it's actually a bull flag, but so far there is no real push. I can see there is a gap here, right? That's a gap from 2020. And the gap is at 330, 332, and it's 398. So is it going to get there? Another 10%? I highly doubt it, but you never know. And corn actually on the continuous, September contract, the red bottom band is holding. But if it touches the blue, then breaks the red, that is going to look horrible again. Sugar is trying to bounce, but so far failed because of the red channel that is keeping it up, keeping it down on the October contract. And yeah, cotton hasn't done much. I don't have nothing to add. Let's have a now look at the Bitcoin and the blue channel, right? This blue channel is broken. Is it going to come down to the breakout level? This is the resistance that was also broken. So it has been a huge run from 54,000 or just over 53,000 all the way to 66,000. That has been an amazing run, especially after the break of the blue bull flag. And is it going to be able to break that red resistance right away or come down, maybe touch that black bottom? And that would be amazing. If it comes down, then takes out everyone, touch that blue plus black, which would be around 56,300, and then run big. So we'll see. Ethereum is off the red. Is it going to come down to test the golden? We don't know that yet. CAS has to break that green top band at 20 cents. OM had a major breakout, obviously, and it's coming back for a back test around 118. It's going to back test, and from there, I'm expecting more upside. Jasmy looking okay inside the green imperfect channel, and PAL, you can see it had broken the green. We can remove the green now. Okay, so PAL has to get to the blue, maybe even break it, and then break that purple resistance. That's the only way PAL can run. Pepe had broken out of the green bull flag. Monero has to break the green top band at 180. Aave is coming closer to that broken green resistance. I mean, if it does come for a back test, I'm expecting a jump to the red at least. ACH is now forcing that golden resistance, or golden, trying to maybe confirm it as a resistance and then break. ADA had broken that red resistance, and the golden one will have to be broken for a rally. And ATA, not much to say here. Audio finally has broken this green channel. So audio looks very, very positive now, because it has broken the green downtrend. This looks bullish now. And AVAX, BMEX, not much. BNB, Binance Coin failed the breakout. Chili's, slightly positive, short term, but it has to break this green top band. CKB off the golden support and looking slightly positive. Koti, yeah, Dash has to, get to the blue, maybe pull back, and then break to the upside. That would be a giant veg breakout. Data, not much to say here. And dogecoin is trying to break back into the red broken uptrend. Polkadot, no, nothing to see. DYDX, terrible. It's just pointless chart, really. I can argue maybe just that this here, right, and this, even that is not really looking very nice. So DYDX blew the chance. I mean, I can argue, maybe this is the support that it touched, and then we're going to see upside from here. Maybe. Yeah, this looks slightly positive, actually. If this golden support held, which it did, right, there is a chance for it to rally to that golden top band from here, unless it breaks the golden support, of course. But let's see whether it can rally. So I'm going to put this into the downtrend perspective. So first it gets to that green top band, right? And then pull back and then break to the upside. That would look okay. FT Phantom, not much. No. GRT, Hive, no. And Chainlink, slightly positive because of the red and blue supports. Litecoin, trying to make amends after breaking that blue bear flag. Mana is off the green and red supports, so slightly, I mean, unless it breaks that red, of course, but Slightly positive here, but for a really positive one, it has to get to the red and break it. Matic, not really. PYR is off the blue and red, but it still has to get to the red and break it to the upside. Render is inside the red channel. RSR is off the green support, and I don't know what it's trying to do. These are none of them are really good pictures. I don't put any prophecies there. Every single one is based on charts and lines and channels, and so there is no point in guessing where do we go next unless the charts show us. So, for example, Solana gave that red resistance break, and it was the bounce off the black support. So that was obviously bullish all of a sudden. So it's only because of the lines that were there, and they were once they were broken, or if they hold, that's the only way things can work with the technical analysis. The red downtrend is a bull flag on TIA. Ripple, Ripple is up another 6%. Something is up here, and this blue resistance, if it can be broken, I think Ripple is going to run big. And if you look at Tezos, you can see that red resistance was broken. It's now pushing against that green. Is it going to get to that purple top band? Yeah. Oops. Purple top band, pull back, and then break. That is the question. And Zcash is a champion. Very, very shocking to me that Zcash is now running big. And this golden resistance, if it breaks, that's 35, then I think it's going to get to 60 plus. And HBAR is off the golden support. Maybe it will run. Fetch AI is inside the golden bull flag, climbing another 6%. And Venri had broken the red, which is why I think it's climbing, and it probably is going to get to that blue top band. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.